folks, this is Coach McCurry from baseballbytheyard.com. Thanks so much for stopping by today for today's video tip. Now, it may look like today's video tip is for hitters because I have a bat in my hand, but it's actually for third baseman and first baseman, okay? I want to show you a couple things to look for so that you can probably make a very good prediction as to whether or not this batter is going to bunt. Of course, one of the many responsibilities that a third baseman and a first baseman have is that on bunt plays, generally those are the two guys who are going to come charging, and depending on the runners and so forth. But those are the guys that really got to charge, and so it's to their advantage to try to see if they can see anything from the batter to indicate that he may be bunting, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple things to look for. And basically this tip is you need to watch the feet and you need to watch the batter's hand. So I have the plate here turned sideways so you can see a couple things here that they really need to pay attention to. Now, when batters are taught to square around and bunt, one of the first things coaches tell them is you have to get the bat in front of home plate when you square around, okay? And that, of course, as we said before in other videos, is to make sure that the ball has a better chance of staying in fair territory. If the batter is back here, he has more foul territory in front of him. He's more likely to keep the ball foul. So knowing that, many batters will move to the front of the batter's box, okay? So oftentimes, batters will make that mistake of moving up in the box when they get the bunt sign. So if you realize that, hey, early in the game, every batter on the other team has his feet in the back of the batter's box, like typically a lot of batters do. So you recognize that batter's back here, and then all of a sudden the kid comes to the plate, looks down at the sign, and then gets in the box, and his feet are here. Well, hopefully you notice, all right, that's different, okay? Since the last time this kid was up, he did not have his feet here. He was always back here. Now all of a sudden he's up here. That is a major tip-off that this batter is about to bunt the ball because he's already moving up in the box. It's one less thing he has to do. Bunting is hard enough, and you have to move your feet forward at the same time. It's tougher. So many batters will actually move up before they even square around. So that is one major tip-off that as a third baseman, as a first baseman, you need to pick up on so that you can tell he's going to bunt. Now, the second thing that a lot of batters will do is they will move their hands forward because they know in a bunt situation, I'm going to need to take my hands from the start position in front of me, okay? So most batters, about every single batter, when they get in a hitting stance, when they are about to hit, they keep their hands back, okay? Because that's generally where their hands are told to be, to get a lot of power and quickness, whole bit. So the hands are generally going to be off their shoulder and they're getting ready to hit. So if you know that, guy looks down, he gets a sign from the coach, he comes in, and all of a sudden his hands are here. Well, that's a major tip-off because hopefully you're recognizing, hey, wait a minute, this kid always keeps his hands back here. Now all of a sudden he's keeping his hands here. Why is he doing that? Well, as I said, if he's going to bunt, oftentimes the batters know, well, there's no need to keep my hands here because I'm not hitting, I'm bunting. So let me get a little shortcut. So I'll keep my hands here so that my hands have less movement to travel on the bunt. And so a lot of batters will make that mistake of moving their hands forward when they're going to bunt. Okay? So as a first baseman, as a third baseman, if you're not sure whether the guys are going to bunt, you have to pick up on those two cues. The feet and the hands, both at the same time, should be a major indicator that this guy is about to bunt the baseball. Okay? Now, of course, if you're a batter out there, then you don't want to make those mistakes. Keep your feet in the same part of the box and move up on the pitch. If you have your hands back here, always start them there. Don't give that defensive team any forewarning that a bunt is coming. All right, folks, so those are little tips here to look for as a first and third baseman. A couple don'ts if you're the batter. So take those to heart when you're practicing them. Make sure you're picking those up if you're a defensive player and not doing them as a hitter. All right, folks, well, that's it for today. I'm Coach McCurry from baseballbytheyard.com. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good day.